Ladies and gentlemen, totally enjoyed the show, guys. Alright, guys. Melina just wants to say, just because you're a YouTuber or a TikToker doesn't make you have all these rights above everyone else. Now, I think, a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers, and I'm not saying you do this at all, but a lot, like even like Will Smith, right? Will Smith really did. I'm sure Will Smith did not think there'd be any consequences. I mean, and I don't know if it's real or fake still. I have no clue. I don't know if it's still fake. It might be fake still. They tend to do these things in Hollywood, but it seems real. But I don't know. I can't tell. But anyway, so Will Smith seems to have this thing where he's like, and obviously he snapped. He had a hard time with the comments. He didn't take it the way he should. He could have. It was hard to swallow, it's a really hard thing to deal with, to be criticized like that. But, other people would have been like, oh, whatever, it's just a joke. But he's like, oh my God. But, obviously it's sad to see Will Smith, your favorite. I mean, he was really awesome, right? Like, I love Will Smith, So I don't want him going through any of these things. But, like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, awesome show, right? And the movies he's done, amazing, right? I can't believe he hasn't won an Oscar before. He was so good. But, it's like we tend to think, oh, all these things are just so, like we tend to think, oh my God, like he snapped. Well, is that okay? And it happens. Sometimes it just happens, right? But I mean, we really want people to know that that shouldn't happen, right? Like everyone should try to be in control of their emotions. Now, especially someone like Will Smith, who's been in the spotlight for years, who should know better, right? Because he's got all this stuff. Not to say that having stuff means anything really. If your wife is dealing with an illness, people constantly make fun of it. It's not easy to take. But I mean, it's just like the affairs. They've been made fun of a lot, and it's really sad to see. You don't want to be made fun of for something so sensitive to you. Having affairs. And some people want to have affairs because they're in an open marriage and all that. But I mean, really, it's sad. We don't want to see our celebrities, or anyone in fact, no one should have to deal with that, where you feel like your partner just doesn't love you anymore, right? And all like with Hollywood celebrities, it's all broadcast on live air, right? So we all see it. All their dirty laundry is everyone can see it, right? So it's really sad to see that we see this, right? But I mean, the thing is, when you are that big of a celebrity, the idea is to maintain your sanity for something like this, right? But it's a tough situation, and they did say that Chris Rock did date Jada Pinkett Smith, but I'm like, well, whatever, like, honestly, like, I'm sure Will Smith feels good looking enough that that's not a concern, but maybe it was, I don't know. But anyway, it's just like, you never know, darling, you never know. And you never know what's going to hurt someone's feelings. Jada Pinkett Smith might be really upset over this, or Will Smith, or Chris Rock, right? And people are constantly talking about it, so if they're upset about it, they have to set it aside because they have to deal with it, right? Anyway, totally enjoy by now. And it might be fake, so I don't know. I can't tell. Anyway, totally enjoy by now.